Political parties can't regulate Inec. Law doesn't allow them to check IREV BVAS, says Inec. Can you imagine? How can you say law does not allow them to check the IREV portal and the BVAS machines when the Court of Appeal has actually granted them express access to inspect those machines so that they can take the evidence they need for the ongoing court case? So why is INEC coming out to tell us now that political parties can't regulate INEC and that law does not allow them to check IREV portals and BVS machines? This is fraudulent. This is inconsistent with the initial order that court has issued for INEC to allow both Labour Party and the PDP to access these devices and workstations to get their information. Let's see what INEC has more to say about this claim. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has insisted that it won't allow political parties check the bimodal voter accreditation system machines, and the Electoral Act does not, and that the Electoral Act does not permit such. Festus Okoye, INEC's National Commissioner and Chairman of the Information and Voter Education Committee, stated this on Sunday night on Channel Television while reacting to the call by the Labour Party to check the BVS machine. So INEC Festus Okoye can know that the Electoral Act does not permit political parties to inspect the BVS machines and the IRF portal, but he did not see that they violated the same Electoral Act during the February 25 presidential elections, that they said they couldn't transmit, and that telling us that the law does not allow them to transmit. So is there a section of the act that they have to obey and a section of the act that should not be obeyed? Is that what it means? Because this is hypocrisy of the highest order. According to him, every political party that deployed polling agents has a copy of the polling unit level results, and that if the parties insist that they want to look at the same thing their agents have, the commission won't grant the request. Can you imagine? They're twisting it now. Okoye said on the issue of a political party saying they want to come and look at our cloud, IREV, or into the brain of the BVS, the commission will not allow that to happen. Every political party that deploys polling agents has a copy of the polling unit's level result, and if a political party now says they want to come into the commission to look at the same thing their agents have already, we won't allow that to happen because the laws do not allow that. Can you imagine? So you cannot mention laws, but meanwhile you violated the same law during the conduct of the elections. Why can we behave like this in this country? Look at the commission. Okay, look, the commission is the regulator of political parties, and the political parties cannot, just because of so many things taking place, come around and want to regulate the commission. The commission will now allow that to happen. Can you imagine? Will not allow that to happen. He added that political parties planning to express their grievances through peaceful protests are welcome at the commission's headquarters. In terms of the issue of protest, the commission is a public trust. As far as the commission is concerned, any Nigerian who has any grievance has the constitutional and legal right to come to the commission to protest. The commission will not prevent any individual or group of individuals, any political party or association not to protest, because the commission is a public trust and a public institution, and we cannot prevent anybody from coming to protest, Festus Okoye revealed. Can you imagine? So now you can allow people to protest, but you cannot allow political parties to inspect BVS machines and the IRF portal simply because, one, the law does not allow it, the Electoral Act does not allow it. But you violated the same Electoral Act during the presidential election. The question people are asking you is, how did the BVAS work for Senate and House of Rep elections, but did not work for presidential elections? It's not the same portal. You understand? So something fishy is happening here. And it's turning back now to say that INEC is a regulatory body that regulates other political parties. That it's not the other way around, that political parties cannot come back now and want to regulate the INEC, that is not going to happen. So that is what Festus Okoye is saying. But does that make sense from the legal point of view? Because it is obvious they violated a lot of the sections of the law, especially the Electoral Act of 2022 that was signed by Buhari. Okay. It's kind of unfortunate that we're in this mess, but we're already in it already. I don't know how we're going to salvage this situation, but INEC is playing to the gallery. INEC is obviously working, just like one lawyer said yesterday that INEC is being manipulated by big politicians. That is true. Now, when they come to the public to talk, they talk like they're still in charge, but in the real sense of it, they are not in charge. They are being manipulated, they are being dictated for, and so they can no longer work independently. Contrary to their name, they are not independent. Okay, they are not independent. Now, somebody saying here, you want burn Nigeria down, Abi? INEC is a problem. INEC must obey the constitution or no election. That is the truth. Eh? Somebody say, Mumu, can you burn Nigeria? Well, you never can tell what will happen. What something is brewing, and we don't know the extent it will get to before it will burst. Which means there is a conspiracy. That is true. There is a conspiracy. Exactly, my dear. A big one, and it will burn him when the time comes, obviously. That election man that thinks he knows what he's doing, it will burn him when the time comes. Sometimes I haven't seen a government so confused like APC. Executive won't obey judiciary. Now the canon and judiciary gives unbelievable judgment. Okay, Hope Uzodinma, Ahmad Lawan, Gosul Akpabio, etc. And this lawlessness everywhere. Okay, very soon God will have mercy on Nigeria and flush all these people out. They are throwing the whole country into untold agony. Cashless policy, one of it is 20,000 naira cash withdrawal per day. But today, we can't even get 5K for a week. Judiciary will say one thing, CBN will issue another directive on the same subject. APC-led government remain clueless. They are not confused, but just being evil. All of the above. Some of them are confused. At some point, they show that they are evil. I smell disaster in a big way, and that is true. It's likely going to happen. Okay? Disaster is going to come in a big way. Someone is saying, please, Buhari, don't put an Igbo man in front of this your Boko Haram thing. Can you imagine? How do we understand what he's saying there? Okay? He accepts to be in front for whatever amount he received from APC. Shameless man. That is true. Festus Okoye is an Igbo man who is in front of the whole this election wahala. Okay, he has been paid and he's collecting his money. After all, Joe Igbo is an Igbo man in Lagos that is working against the whole Igbos in Nigeria and the rest of the world, thinking that after doing APC dirty job in Lagos, he will not go to the village at Nnewi. Festus Okoye is working for his money. I'm sure he has been paid. So that is what INEC is saying here, that they will not allow political parties to regulate INEC, and they will not allow them to check the IRF portal or the BVS machines. On this note, I think the legal team of the Labour Party are swinging into a different kind of action to challenge Mahmoud Yakubu, the INEC chairman, on their behavior towards disobeying the court order by not allowing them to inspect these machines and the portals. So thank you for listening. Let's have your comment.